Actually, right after the call was over, Josh was on the phone because we had another scheduled call right after. My brother said to me, "Oh my gosh, Allyse, I had no idea." After she told everything about the cough and everything. And then I simply said to him, "That's because you don't ask the right questions." Are we clear? So thank you for that. So the very next call, this is what you do. You lead with this, okay? Turn over the page to three-way builder follow-up call. Okay? We talked about this. Start the call by referring to something they said in the previous call. This builds a lot of trust and credibility and allows you to go back to the same place you were in the first call. This call is where you need to talk, not just listen. Now I want you guys, I'm going to show you something really quickly here. On the back of this page is a chart. This chart you need to know. You have to have it. I actually keep it in my phone, and I actually pull up the chart when I'm having this call so I know how to refer to this call. Okay? We're going to take Ashley's example as we refer to this call right here. So, number one, this is what you say. I'm going to do it without script. I'm just going to, it's not going to be perfect with the script. This is what I say. Okay, so I've been thinking about you a lot, about your goals and your dreams, and how to help you achieve those. And I have one question for you. Would you like me to tell you what you want to hear, or would you like me to be realistic? I've never had anyone just say, "Just tell me what I want to hear." Never. Never had anyone that has done that. They've said usually, actually not usually, every time, "Tell me what's realistic." And that, my friends, even builds more trust. Do you understand why? They know you're not going to just tell them things just to tell them, to get them signed up or buy a kit or re-engage or whatever. You're going to give them realistic expectations, right? And it builds more trust. And then after that, you say this. Well, I'll just say it my own. You can say we or I. I say I, because I have. If you haven't seen this happen, you can say we or in doTERRA. Like if you haven't seen this happen, but I say, I've watched a lot of builders build this business, and I've watched a lot of people become successful. And over the years, I've been able to come up with I'm looking for a word, I can't think of it right now. Some averages, thank you. I've been able to come up with some averages. How long it takes people to get to a certain rank, how much money they'll make, how much time they'll have to put into it to get there. Now, I don't think you're average. And I definitely don't think I'm average. And together, we're absolutely not going to be average. But I think it's really helpful to start with some averages so that we know where to start with. And I think we'll do better than that. So now let's read it. We've watched a lot of people build this business, and we've seen many people become successful in this business. We've been able to gather averages with thousands of people building the business to see how long it takes and how much time they put in on a weekly basis and how much money they make as a result. Now, I don't think I'm average, and I don't think you're average, and together I definitely think we'll be above average, but it's good to have those averages so we can have a good starting point. Let's look at your goals. And you pull out what you've written down, what they've said before. So I would say, okay, Ashley, and I turn to my chart, right here. And I would say, okay, Ashley, you're wanting to make $15,000 a month. Now, look at the chart. Some of them says expected income when new to a rank, or average monthly income. You know that that's different, right? The average income in the company is much higher than the new income. And we're gonna go off of the new income so they're not disappointed. Because the average income, there's some silvers in there that are making $20,000 a month that bring up the average. Are we clear? Was that you? They're making 20 grand a month, silver. Okay. So you just go there. What would Ashley need to be in order to be making $15,000 a month? She'd need, according to this chart, anywhere between diamond and blue diamond, like almost kind of right smack in the middle. And so I'd say, okay, Ashley, you're wanting to make $15,000 a month. That's anywhere between diamond and blue diamond, okay? Now we're gonna go over to how much time does it take? How much time does it take to reach that rank? Ashley said she wanted to put how much time into it? No, time to reach the rank. So she wanted 12 months, right? According to this chart, to become anywhere between a diamond and a blue diamond, how many months will it take? Between 24 and 36, so around 30 months. So I'd say, okay, Ashley, according to the averages, it takes around 30 months for you to be about that rank, or about that income, okay? 30 months. And how much time? Go to weekly time spent to reach rank, and this is different. To reach rank, you have to push harder, or to maintain rank. Do you see the difference? So, how much time would it take to reach that rank? Between 40 to 60 hours a month. And Ashley said, how much is she willing to put in? 80. So I simply, a week. 80 a week. So I simply say this. Go back to your thing, we're gonna go over this again, okay? Ashley, so the average chart tells us you need to be anywhere between a diamond and a blue diamond to be making that type of money. And it takes the average diamond or blue diamond to about 30 months to get there. And they have to spend about 40 to 60 hours a month, or a week, to reach that. You said you wanted 15,000 within 12 months, and you'd put 80 hours a week in. So we need to tweak something. You are willing to put more time in, which might make a difference. So we might have to tweak, Ashley, how much money you're willing to make at the beginning, or how long you're willing to be patient until it gets there. What would you like to tweak? What would you like to? Now, you never tell them what to do. You never say, so that means you're gonna have to put more time in, or you never say, so actually it's gonna take us a minimum of even if you put 80 hours a week in, you're still looking at 24 months. You would never say that. You never know what's going on in Ashley's mind. You don't know if money, time, or the length it takes to get there is more important. What if in 6 months she has a house payment coming due, a balloon payment, and she needs to make a certain amount of money in 6 months? So it's 6 months, that's her goal. Or what if it's just she can put in 15 hours a week and that's it? She has a boy at home that has special needs, she's working 2 jobs, and her husband doesn't feel very well, and so he's taking a lot of extra time off. You have no idea what is important to her, and so they will actually tweak. And so Melanie actually told me last week, she goes, well, I want to move this. I want to tweak this, not this, right? I want to tweak this, and they'll say, okay, well, I'll put in more time, or maybe it will take me, it's okay if it takes longer, or it's all right if I don't make quite that much money. And you have to come up with a really realistic plan for them. And you get to the point where you have this realistic plan, right? So that is, where are we at now? Let's just read this really quick. Either you could increase the hours you work or increase the length of time it will take to get there, or make your income goal smaller. What would you be willing to adjust? So then you adjust the numbers. If anyone ever says below 15 hours a week, this is what I say. I have never seen anyone make significant residual income working less than 15 hours a week. There takes a certain minimum hour a week to just create the momentum that's needed for true residual income. So that's what I say when they say less than 15 hours. All right? Then, now you're going to a plan. You're going to your specific business plan. Now, you guys, this is not hard. This is actually quite simple. It's more simple than you'll ever imagine. And when we go into 6 weeks to Elite, which is, when are we talking about that? Hold on, let me look for you really quick. Might be today. Yeah, it's just in a little bit. When we go into 6 weeks to Elite, this will become super, super, super clear. And I'm actually can you be patient with me? And I'm gonna show you this specific business plan after we talk about 6 weeks to Elite. Is that okay?
Okay.
Because once you understand the 6 weeks to Elite business plan, you plug it into here, and you show them how to just do this business plan, and for people that want to go faster, you just speed it up, and I'll show you how to do that. For people that want to go slower, you just slow it down, and you use this, all right? All right, is that clear? Do you feel like that's duplicatable? I want to bring right now to to the front, I want to bring up Amber Nordstrom and Jessica Preston. Are you guys in the room right now? Come on up. These are some Diamond Dashers. Give them a hand.